Let's talk about Arsenal versus Manchester United. Last week, when I spoke about the fact that the game against Nottingham Forest was a 2 point loss for Arsenal, and a lot of Arsenal fans made mention of the fact that you cannot win all of the games in the league. Well, that is true, but you had the opportunity to take advantage of Manchester City's capitulation last week, knowing that you're playing against a Manchester United, a resurgent Manchester United this week. Thought that I was overreacting to the results, but there you have it. Another lackluster performance against Manchester United. This was a shambolic performance. Now, if you want to win the league, this is not how you play. Manchester United totally outplayed Arsenal today, and that is a fact. Right. Now, in 2 games, you've only gotten 1 point out of 6. That is not a good return for any team that wants to win the league this season. And from all indications, it is showing that Arsenal, even if Arsenal eventually goes ahead to win the league, it will not necessarily be because they were out of this world, but because of what other teams refused to do. In this game today, Manchester United were clearly the better side. One mistake after the other. Martin Zubimendi, for the umpteenth time, he made a mistake. He made an error against Liverpool, made an error against Tottenham Hotspur, and there was another team he made an error against. And today, a needless error he made. Martin Odegaard, I do not know why, and I believe strongly that after this season, Martin Odegaard has no business starting games for Arsenal or being in an Arsenal shirt or even being an Arsenal captain. This was a completely terrible performance. We've seen it for like 2 seasons now. We've seen that Martin Odegaard has lost form, and that is a fact. It is a fact. It doesn't add much to this team, and it was clearly evident in today's game. I must give credit to Michael Carrick. Good stuff for him. Starting life as caretaker manager, playing two of the best sides in England, top 2 teams, and getting maximum 6 points. That is stuff that is something that is worthy of praise. But then you look at Arsenal completely, and today Mikel Arteta, I felt that the substitution, the decision to bring on Madueke in place of Leandro Trossard should have been Gabriel Martinelli in place of Leandro Trossard, in my opinion. Anyways, right? So, but this was just a really, really terrible performance. This is not how a team that wants to win the league plays. This is not how a team that wants to win the league plays. And mind you, Arsenal have got a very, very tricky tie away at Leeds United next week. Now, Leeds United have made that home ground more or less a fortress, and it just looks almost impossible to get a victory from that ground.